Hello, friends. Welcome back. And today we are going to discuss about the verse number 4, chapter number 2, the holy signs. So, uh, the main agenda of this verse is to explain why there is sorrow, why there is, sadness, right? Sorrow and sadness, there are two different things, but yeah, sadness is caused by the sorrow. Okay, so this is very simple to understand, in fact. But yeah, I would like to explain it in a way so that it becomes easier for you. I would like to make it easier for you. So, we are talking about the sorrow, right? So, simple explanation has been given here. Why a person feels sorrow? What is the reason of sorrow? So, the reason is the person feels himself as a body. Just keep reading it. The person feels himself as a body. He doesn't realize that he is a soul, right? Not aware about his soul. The person is not aware about his soul, and because of this he has incomplete desires which haunts him or her, right? Because these are the incomplete desires. To complete these desires which cannot be completed in one life, he comes back again to the new life. So he keep coming to the new life on this earth, or on whatever whatever should be the universe. Wherever there is a life like earth, it keeps taking the birth again and again. Okay, so let us understand it with the help of the scientific concepts which has been explained in the Upanishads. Okay, so in the previous video as well we understood that there are five layers of our body. The five cells are there. One, two, the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one. So there are five layers of the body. The outermost body is the physical layer, our physical body, right? Our physical appearance, which is known as the Annamaya Kosh. An, I'm just writing Anna. And the other one is Pranamaya Kosh. I'm just writing Prana. Then comes the Manomaya Kosh. I'm just writing Mano. Then comes the Jnanamaya Kosh. I'm just writing Gyan, and the ultimate, the cell is the Anandamaya Kosh. I'm just writing Ananda. Okay, so this is the Anandamaya Kosh inside our body. So basically, this is just the representation. Actually, these are different frequency layers inside our body, right? So normally, our frequency matches to the Annamaya Kosha, right? Our frequency matches to the Annamaya Kosha. And whatever Annamaya Kosha is there, this is just a dead thing. There is nothing without the prana. Until there is prana, Anna will not work. Annamaya Kosh will not work. It will be just a dead body, right? So when the Pranamaya Kosh gives the life to the Annamaya Kosh, I mean to this body, then in that case, this body is containing this Manomaya Kosh, this Jnanamaya Kosh, and this Anandamaya Kosh. Every other Kosh or the every other cell is contained by this Annamaya Kosh, because this Annamaya Kosh, without these four cells, Kosha or cell, both are interchangeably used. So all these four cells inside, they are the motivator of any action visibly taken by the Annamaya Kosh, or you can say by our body. Okay, so what happens that who is the who is the motivator, real motivator? The real motivator is this Manomaya Kosh. Inside this Manomaya Kosh, we keep collecting all the desires, we keep collecting all the lust. Why we keep collecting all the lust? Because by default, because see, since we are the seed of all, we are the seed of all pleasures, which means the Atman, or you can say the soul, or you can say the supreme soul. Soul is nothing but the part of the supreme soul, right? So, this part of the supreme soul, which is soul itself, which is supreme soul itself, and we call it soul as well, right? So, this soul is also the supreme soul. By nature, the soul and the supreme soul both are same. Just like the fire and the chariots of the fire, both are the same, right? So all the things which are soul and which is supreme soul, right? All the souls and the supreme soul, they both are same at the characteristics level. The correct at the level of the characteristics, both are same. Okay. So since both are same, so this supreme soul, since this is the seed of the all the pleasures, so that's why our by default nature, or by default, what you can say, like in Hindi we call it mool pravitti. The fundamental, our tendency is to be happy, right? Be in bliss. Our fundamental tendency is to be in bliss. Let me write it here. Our fundamental tendency is to be in blissful state. We are always blissful state. We are already blissful. But the thing is that because of the, our contact with the world, we try to find out this bliss, or you can say this anand, the world, or you can say in the materialistic things. And that is why whenever we comes in contact with the materialistic things, since those materialistic things gives us temporary pleasure. That's why the pleasure that we got from the materialistic world, that is not long lasting, that is not forever, right? We are already forever blessed. We are already always in pleasure. But the thing is that this feeling of pleasure we are not able to feel because our frequency level is at this level, at the annamaya coach level, right? That is why we are not able to feel this thing, because to feel this thing we have to come at the frequency level of this Anandamaya Kosh. But we are not at the Anandamaya Kosh. Our frequency layer is still matching with the outside layers. So we try to be happy, or we try to be in pleasure all the time by uh, connecting to the materialistic world. And when we connect to the materialistic world, since it is not completed, right? And this is not forever. Whatever pleasure we feel, this is not forever. That is why we keep collecting the desires. If you get satisfied after getting the food one time, then there is no such seed here. There will be no such seed. But we are not satisfied. We need the food again and again. The food which I like because of its taste, I would like to taste it again and again, right? So that again and again, that cycle, right? That cycle causes the imprints to be created inside the Manomaya Kosh. And these cycles, or these lust or these desires inside our Manomaya Kosh, in our Manomaya cell, it creates a different frequency layer. It changes our frequency. There are only two kind of, everything is energy, outside, from inside till outside, everything is energy. But the thing is, these things like annamaya kosh, pranamaya, they are always working in their, with their own tendencies, with their own frequencies. The only thing which changes our frequency, the entire frequency, whether it's prana, whether it's, you know uh, jnana, whether it's everything, the outside, like, because anandamaya kosh is always blissful, right? So that is why all the outer cells beyond the manomaya kosh, their frequencies also keep changing, right? So when the frequency of prana and annamaya kosh also changes, then then on your face, someone can see the anger, someone can feel the sorrow on your face, right? And similarly, your prana also get affected. Your frequency of prana also gets affected, because as soon as you are in anger, or as soon as you are in worry, your breathing, if you take care of your breathing, if you look after your breathing when you are in worry, when you are happy, then you will be able to see a certain difference. You will be able to see that there is a difference, clear cut difference, between the frequency of your between the frequency of your breathing, which is different, uh, which will be different when you are when you are sad versus when you are happy, right? So all the things, all the desires which are here, they have the capability to change entire frequency of your body, entire frequency of your entire existence, right? So since all the materialistic desires that you are against, uh, behind which you are all running, we are all running, since they are not permanent in nature, that is why anything which we get from them, like any kind of pleasure which we get from them, they are also not long lasting, they are also temporary. Because of this temporary nature, we keep running behind them, and because there are number of souls on this earth, they are also trying to run towards all these desires. That is why a friction gets created between ourselves and the other people, and that causes the sorrow, that causes the war, that causes the different kind of conflicts around the world. And that is the reason of the sorrow. I hope I was able to explain you why there is sorrow in this world. So now you can understand that why there is sorrow, and now you should be able to understand the meaning of these lines. Person feels himself as a body, he is not aware about his soul, his incomplete desires haunt him or her, and then to complete them, he comes back to life again and again. Because in one life, if you are not able to complete these desires, in previous video, I already explained that your annamaya kosh dies, but this prana, but inside this annamaya kosh, all the four different layers, all the four different cells, they are swimming in the air after your death, and whatever frequency is there, whatever body is suitable for this frequency to manifest there, this particular set of four cells with the unfulfilled desires. And what kind of desires? It may be the desire of something which is like a desire of animal, right? So whatever the frequency matches, whatever desires, whatever the frequency is created by these desires, that frequency, wherever it can be tuned, either in the body of a dog or in the body of a swine or in the body of any filthy animal. I should not say that word, that filthy, but yeah, sometimes you say that, yeah, I don't like this animal. There are different kind of animals which smells bad, but yeah, let us tell them only animals, because nothing is bad in this world which has been created by the God. It's our purview, it's our perception that we call it good or bad. So I would suggest you that yes, if you say it filthy, good, bad, don't say it. Just say it animal. We are all animals, right? So thing is, like, this is how you come back again and again to the life, okay, in different forms. So now you must have understood that why there is sorrow and what is the result of that sorrow. You come back again and again to this world. So don't try to come again and again back to this world, and please start running towards the, not running, basically start practicing spiritualism right away. Thank you, have a nice day, and bye bye. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.